today, both as a person and as a professional writer, without the amazing women editors, professors, teachers, mentors, friends, and family members I'm so lucky to have in my life. Also, trans women are women. I can't do the voice anymore. These people are absolutely insane. So this is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is not going to work. It's not going to work. It was always going to be a woke disaster. Some of us on the initial announcement, we heard and we said, hey, we're going to give you guys a chance, but we're pretty sure this is going to be a woke disaster. It's going to be a woke disaster. They've already shown it by their behavior. They've already shown it right here where I said it. Hidden replies. This is G4 all over again. And that's exactly what it is. This is not going to get any better. It's going to be bad.
Let me go wash. I'm already down here. I need to brush my teeth. Yeah, so see, I should have used some kind of aluminum foil to shield all the other stuff around the ITE chip. Because there's other stuff that got moved on the board. Including some caps, so it's not a big deal. We melted a keyboard flex ribbon. It should still work maybe, but yeah, I don't know. It's I mean, it's not a useful laptop at this point. The keyboard and the trackpad not working at all. You understand what I'm saying? So it's too much of a hassle to repair anything on that laptop. I mean, it's definitely e-waste. Maybe buy another DDR4 laptop that's more capable. How you doing, comrade? Good morning. So without the laptop, they pretty much have nothing now. It's over. The laptop was their ticket, meal ticket pretty much.
Alex,
Yes, Alex.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
And like I said, you need. That's the thing about these professional. YouTubers that are doing SMD, fixing laptops, graphics cards. If you're doing this, you definitely want to use a shield on anything else that is not that you don't want to desolder. They don't do that. A lot of them don't do that. They just go in there with the hot air station and they blast away and it comes off pretty fine. But if you have a lot of air speed, it will knock off other stuff. And if you have something that's fucking welded on like I have with this chip was not going to come off any other way. And you have to use a lot of heat. You have plastic and shit around it. Definitely you need to use aluminum foil or tape around anything else that you don't want to melt. Do an upload. Taking too long to upload this. That's the thing, my upload time has gone up, not down. You know, I used to be able to upload 6 gigabytes in 3 minutes. Now on the fastest Wi-Fi it takes 5 minutes. So something changed with this firmware, or maybe it's the script, probably. These socks are full of hair.
Okay.
Fucking hair everywhere. Unbelievable. dry my socks. Yeah, they're full of fucking hair. Unbelievable.
Tak jak UFO, kurwa, call grandma, no. Grandma, it's time to fucking, you know, every cool eye.
They got the Tesla with the thin vest stripe, the red accents. Oh my god. I didn't know they make that. They make the red accent Tesla Model 3. It's got the red accents for extra speed. Extra speed, extra performance. So we just realized something about this ROM. It does not save any power with Game Pass. So we only have SDHMS, device care, dress room. Apparently that's supposed to hibernate apps. Go figure. And dress room themes, AOD, Bixby routines. Game Pass doesn't do any power saving. I looked at the permissions. There's nothing in there to hibernate anything. It has four-stop packages or something like that. And that's really about it. Another fucking mass migration. These fucking idiots. So, you know, Game Pass doesn't really do any power saving, apparently. Go figure. They can probably, I mean, oh my god, there's shit everywhere. They can probably, I mean, it does throttle speed on the processor. Throttle the processor, but as far as power savings, there's nothing in, nothing in there for it. You know, it doesn't, the only thing that the dress room says something about hibernating packages. And the rest of the stuff does not say anything about it. So it is the dress room theme center that's supposed to be saving you power. Maybe AOD service, always on display, and device care maybe. I mean, it's got to be a service to save power. So AOD has a service, Themes has a service, Wallpaper and Dreams, those are services for the themes and dress room. Able to fix the Wi-Fi on the A50. It's lagging less, a lot less. I'm tired. It's definitely lagging. A lot less than before as well. Oh my God. Because it's, I mean, like I said, it wasn't a bad phone at all on 10. On 10, it was fast. So, we just got to figure out what's going on with 11. What they did, why it's causing a problem. Getting the Xperia phone today. Said that it's going to be there today between 10 and something, 10 and 12. Fuck, they blocked off the whole road over there. You know, the idea of this ITE Super I/O chip is simply for the keyboard, mouse, and input devices. Any other input devices. But the way it's set up is that they can do way more because it has direct, it's directly linked to the CPU. Understand? So, that's simple exploit. Turn off the keyboard, the mouse, which is what they did on this laptop. That's what they did on this laptop. But it has a lot more functionality because of the way this AMD laptop was set up. I guess, I don't know, the chipset allows for additional control. So you lose SSD performance, IO performance, file input output, Wi-Fi. It does a whole bunch of other stuff besides that. Basically like remote controlling your laptop, your desktop, whatever. It's it's doing everything else, besides mouse and keyboard. Besides mouse and keyboard, is doing everything else. Wi-Fi, SSD, I don't even know what IO performance, file transfer, USB ports. The USB ports go out. It is that bad. The USB ports go out. Those USB ports always have power. Understand? They're supposed to have power all the time. That's the whole point of the laptop. Everything is USB, just like the phone. And it does everything else. Besides keyboard and mouse, it does everything. USB ports, I/O performance, file transfer speed, Wi-Fi, SSD, you name it. It does everything else besides mouse and keyboard. And why would it do that? How is that possible? It's a weakness in the chipset. It's not necessary for the Super I/O to be doing that. Understand? It's not necessary for the Super I/O to be doing that kind of stuff. And it is. It is doing that. Understand? It's not for the functionality of the keyboard and mouse. It's not necessary for the Super I/O to be allotted additional size in megabytes to do anything else. You have a specific size for the Super I/O, mouse and keyboard functionality, whatever, touch screen, whatever. And that's it. But it does everything else because the size of the chip allows it. So you can put in whatever fucking exploit you want in there, pretty much. Whatever exploit you want. You can write it. If you know how to write it, you can put it in. And that's exactly what's going on with this thing. Understand? Because the size of the chip says, you have extra fucking megabytes to write shit fucking exploits. You understand? And that's what's going on. It's additional, it's a bigger than normal chip, Super I/O chip that allows for extra code in it. Got extra code in it for more exploits. Understand? More exploits. And that's what's going on with this laptop business. I think the Intel ones are less vulnerable to it. The AMD ones are particularly worse. The AMD laptops are particularly worse. They have some kind of weakness in the chipset. like I said, you don't need more than a few kilobytes for mouse and keyboard touch screen. It's not a whole lot of code, probably less than a megabyte. But the size of the chip, if it is bigger than normal, and it is definitely bigger than normal, it allows for additional exploits to be in the Super I/O chip. Understand? And that's what's going on with these laptops, all of them. The Intel ones are obviously, they seem to be less effective for whatever reason. But it's also the reason they don't give you Super I/O firmware. Give us some keyboard firmware to rewrite the Super I/O. There's nobody doing that. There's nobody doing that. A Lenovo laptop had Super I/O firmware, and that was it. Back in 2018, 2019, DDR4 laptop with a 3090 in it. Top spec 3090, 32 gigabytes, whatever. And that was pretty much it for laptops. The only one that got Super I/O firmware. Understand? How can a single laptop manufacturer have Super I/O, only one that would have Super I/O firmware and for the keyboard? Apparently it's a widespread problem to lose mouse and keyboard on a laptop. However, only one manufacturer will give you firmware for a single laptop, which is Lenovo. You understand? It's definitely a scam. I mean, you're seeing all these problems across the fucking internet. Everybody's talking about the Microsoft tablets. The Microsoft tablets are losing touch screen capability. It's a touchscreen fucking tablet. It's supposed to have touchscreen always on, There's no reason for that to turn off. They're losing the keyboard on the fucking tablets, on Microsoft tablets, and there's no Super I/O firmware. You understand? Insane, guy. You're selling people 3,000 pounds, 6,000 pounds in some cases with some laptops, and you're not giving them the Super I/O firmware? You're selling a $1,500 tablet and you're not publishing Super I/O firmware? Call that a scam. That's what I call that. It's a fucking scam, guy. To spend that kind of money on you can buy a fucking running car for that money. For $1,500 in this country, you can buy a running car with gas in it that you can drive right now. You understand? They're selling you a fucking tablet that has fucked up, that the touchscreen goes out, keyboard doesn't work anymore, and there's no Super I/O firmware for it to fix the fucking keyboard. Why not? You understand? It's a scam. It's a huge fucking scam. Look at this guy with this fucking fridge. Got that big case for extra cooling, man.
You are going to be the one.
Understand? It's a huge fucking scam to be selling people this kind of. For that kind of money to be. You gotta understand, 1,500 pounds You're working for 10 pounds an hour. If you're lucky. Over here in the West, you work an hour for that money, 10 pounds an hour. And this guy's fucking off, wiping his ass with his money when your keyboard doesn't work and your touchscreen doesn't work and shit like that, because he doesn't want to give you Super I/O firmware. Why not? You understand? It's a scam. That's all it is. It's a scam. You understand? I mean, you work an hour for 10 pounds, and these motherfuckers don't give you the Super I/O firmware that they installed on the laptop themselves. Here's the thing: the Super I/O firmware is available. They do this at the factory. Yeah, they give you the Super I/O on. They put it on the chip at the factory. All you have to do is just give people an exe to execute. Give people an exe to execute on their desktops, and they're not doing that. Insane, God. Absolutely insane. You already have the code for the Super I/O firmware. It's been written already. It's been published internally within the company, whatever company makes the laptop. Publish it. Yeah, put it on the fucking web so people can download. No, they're not doing that. You understand? They're not doing that because you don't really need it. You don't need that kind of stuff for your laptop. Why should you need that kind of shit for your laptop? You just spend $1,500 on it. Understand? It's a scam. It's a fucking scam. Oh my God. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and low heat, no heat. Not even heating up at all. Connect over here a little bit before we go in. Just fucking close, I guess. Blocked Facebook. We were blocking Facebook and Twitter yesterday.